Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be starting the Iridescent Arataki Rockin for Life Tour Day Force of Awesomeness. But before I do that, just want to point out that they did add a new timed event, Wind Trace. You know what this is all about. We've had several of these before. Anyways, let's go ahead and read this. I might get to Wind Trace in this video, I'm not sure. If I do, it'll probably just be like one match, and then I'll most likely do the rest of it off camera. But anyways, on a certain day, you and Paimon receive an invitation sent by one Arataki Ito, inviting you to take part in an event. Spurred onward by the unbridled passion within, you embark on a journey to Watatsumi Island. Cool. So, via the invitation letter. Ha 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 ha! Wanna guess who this is from? Bingo! It's me, amigo! That's right, your bestest bud, who's been down here in Inazuma missing you. Ha 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 ha! I recently ran into a new Fontanian friend, and he said they've got a music festival called the Iridescent Tour over there. Now, yours truly thought of that drum-along festival we had last time, and how we drummed it up on Amakane Island, singing and scarfing roasted lavender melons. Ah, yeah, now those are some great memories. You haven't forgotten either, right, compadre? But yeah, it'd be great if you could forget the part about the Tenryo Commission botching their jobs and arresting me, totally by mistake. So this time, I've decided to work with my new pal, and host an even bigger, even badder, even wilder musical party. And it's gonna be called the Iridescent Arataki Rockin for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness. What do you think? The name alone just sets your soul on fire. So stop dragging your feet and get your Tishy on over to Watatsumi Island, cause the one and only has still got a lot to say. Be there or be square. And if you're a no-show, then there's no show. Disclaimer, of course, I didn't have Shinobu transcribe this for me. And then, of course, Shinobu says he totally did. Okay, so let's accept the invitation and go all the way over to Watatsumi Island.
Whoa, so this is the venue, huh? Not half bad.
Yep, this is indeed the venue, so where are we supposed to go? I don't see anything. Oh, right up here.
Ah, don't you worry, Jack Attack. We'll find that dog, even if it's hiding in Tenshukaku.
Ito, it's just a myth.
What dog?
Whoa, compadre! And Paimon! You finally made it! Oh man, have I missed you guys. Ah! Oh, yeah, and this is Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. Jack Attack, you know these two, right?
Hey, Mr. Dvorak, it's you!
It's so wonderful to see you both again. I feel like that lantern rite was just yesterday. How have you been?
You know, I thought he looked familiar. I mean, I'm still not... I don't really remember him that well, but I think I remember him being with a different character.
Pretty good! So how did you end up hanging around with Ito? Is he helping you with the Iridescence tour now?
Oh, you better believe it, Mini Melon. But that's only half the story.
Mini Melon now.
This is no ordinary Iridescence tour. Me and Jack Attack are teaming up to turn this into the Iridescent Arataki Rockin for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness.
Rockin' for life? What do you know about rock and roll, bullchucker?
Huh? What, you never heard a bullchucker rock before?
No.
Moo, moo, moo! Don't try and understand it, Mini Melon. It'll melt your mind. It's about letting loose. Come on, give us some lavender melon rock.
Okay, speak for yourself, mister. Sounds like you're the one whose mind is melting.
Just to backtrack a little, what's this dog you were talking about?
Just a local legend I heard about. Apparently there was a war between the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi not too long ago. Is that right?
Yeah.
Such a waste. When will people learn? Make rock and roll, guys. Not war.
A tragedy to be sure. Countless animals were affected by the fallout. A raven, a bakedanuki, a weasel thief, and many more sustained injuries.
Fair point. The animals didn't deserve that. But, and not to downplay it or anything, but didn't even worse stuff happen than that?
In the eyes of a rocker, all living things are equally important.
So, did this dog get injured too?
No, the story goes that this dog was something like a ninkin. It would show up out of nowhere in the middle of a battle to rescue the injured animals and take them to safety.
Rockin' and rollin' to the rescue! A king among canines! Woo! There'll always be a place for him in the Arataki gang.
Where did you hear about this?
In Rito. I was actually there while the war was going on. It inspired me to write a song about it. I was even planning to host a music festival around the same theme, but unfortunately, I couldn't convince my investors.
Oh, yeah. I heard all about that. They claimed they had to cancel their plans because of an accident at sea, but that was just a lame excuse.
Yes, they weren't optimistic about the potential return on investment. Plus, I don't know, there seemed to be some other risks they were worried about.
What kind of risks?
Good question. Risks only apparent to people with mora to throw around, I suppose.
I agree. When people have too much mora, they lose their rock and roll spirit.
They do, huh? So what do you mean by rock and roll spirit anyway?
You know, the spirit of, you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches. And that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Huh. By that definition, aren't the investors the most rock and roll people in this scenario?
Anyway, point is, those chumps are out, and Arataki Ito is in. I'm running the show from here on out.
Oh, yeah, right! How are you gonna fill in for the investors? Do you even have any more?
I have faith in Ito. He tells me that the Arataki gang is a small but well-known and influential organization in this area.
Oh boy.
And has even been known to rub shoulders with the local authorities. Isn't that right?
Yeah, in a sense.
Rub shoulders is putting it mildly. More like they're always locking horns.
Hey, don't look down your nose at the Arataki gang. I got connections, all right? Even the Tri Commission listens to what I have to say.
Okay, Mr. Big Shot, whatever you say.
You can doubt it all you want, Mini Melon, but it's the truth. You know that guy in the Yashiro Commission? Well, he and I are officially bros. That's right. I'm talking about Toma, housekeeper extraordinaire. And there's the general from the Tenryo Commission, Kujo Tengu. I mean, sure, we're always ribbing each other, but it comes from a place of deep mutual respect.
Kujo Tango, huh?
Mutual? Yeah, Paimon's not so sure about that.
So what about the Kanjo Commission?
Okay, fair. No first-name contacts there. But the Arataki gang is a big contributor to the revenue stream. All those fines we pay.
Fines?
Huh? No! I mean the taxes. Yeah. But that's not all. Let's not forget my contacts outside of the Tri-Commission, huh? Amazing, talented people from all walks of life. Like the TCG legend, Ayato. Oh yeah, he's made quite a name for himself in the TCG circles. In fact, they got a saying now. Ayato of the South, Ito of the North.
No, they don't.
That's right. I'm the only serious competition he's got in all of Inazuma.
I really doubt that.
Did you make that saying up?
Yeah, he did. 100%.
Then there's the Fox Lady, VIP customer of Yukio's ramen stall and fellow participant in the Ramen Masters Championship. I was her only worthy opponent. Also, you know that lonely god in Tenshukaku? Well, guess what? Turns out it was her lifelong wish to catch one of Arataki Ito's events. During the Drum-Along Festival, the Tenryo Commission were worried that their almighty shogun might have too much fun and lose interest in running the government. That's why they invited me over to stay for a couple of days.
Wow, look at you! Sounds like you're really going up in the world. At this rate, you'll have made Shogun by the next time we see you. And then Paimon will have to call you Almighty Bullchucker.
Okay. The Arataki gang never ceases to amaze.
Well, I'll admit I heard a few exaggerations there myself, but regardless, Ito has helped me secure a venue for this event, and for that, I owe him my thanks.
It's nothing. Don't mention it. My bro Goro sorted it all out for me. Let's both go thank him later.
Wait, you know Goro?
Is it really that surprising at this point?
Yup. I always knew him as General Goro of the Resistance Fighters. But I had no idea there was more to the story. Turns out, he has another identity.
Oh no, what other identity?
You've, heard of Miss Hina, right?
Yes, yeah.
Miss Hina, so you...
Hey, no need to yell, all right? Yes, Miss Hina. She's the one who told me. After falling for the Tenryou Commission's tricks at the Drum-Along Festival, I figured I'd find a new location this time, somewhere out of their reach, like, here, for example. So I wrote Miss Hina a letter, asking if she knew anything about the procedure for holding an event on Watatsumi Island. She wrote me back right away and said I could ask Watatsumi Island's general for help, and that his name was Goro. I was like, what? General Goro is the general of all Watatsumi Island?
Whew, that was close. Paimon with you now, but what did you think general meant?
What do you mean? Isn't it like one general per squad or something?
That's called a captain.
Really? Huh. Well, either way, if it wasn't for Miss Hina, I never would have known. Pretty rock and roll, huh?
So rock and roll. Ha 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 ha.
All right. Good chat, compadre. I just remembered I got a meeting with Goro coming up. Gonna ask him about that dog situation. Gonna have to love you and leave you for now.
Sure, you don't want us to join? We can help.
You guys focus on having a blast here at the festival. I think I can handle this little canine conundrum. There's still a few days left until the big party, so not everything's set up yet. But, the jam zone and the roasted lavender melon zone are ready for action.
Okay.
Have fun, compadre. Got a dash.
What a character. Gotta admire his enthusiasm, though. Well, it looks like it's just the three of us for now. Why don't I show you the jam zone to start with?
Okay. This Ain't Your Daddy's Iridescence tour has started. Okay. So let's jump down here and go to the jam zone. That's what this is, right? Wait, no, down here.
Here we are. I've supplied musical scores and instruments from various regions, including a horn I personally brought from Fontaine. You can play whatever music you like.
I imagine we'd probably play the harp.
If you get tired, the roasted lavender melon zone is just over there. Ito says that lavender melons are rock and roll fuel. So what do you think? Want to give it a try?
I guess that makes Paimon flying rock and roll fuel.
Hey, cut that out! Oh, lucky Ito's gone, otherwise Paimon would never hear the end of it. Let's change the topic. What other fun stuff is there to do here, Mr. Dvorak?
Well, we're planning to invite some more music enthusiasts, and we're still getting some supplies together, so we can decorate the place a little. But it could take some time. The Arataki gang has shifted their focus to the dog situation ever since I brought it up. Only one of them is actually sticking to the plan. Her name is Kuki Shinobu. She's out delivering invitations right now.
Of course.
Yep, that's the Arataki gang for ya. Everyone else goofs around while Shinobu gets things done. We should help out. We can't let this event get totally derailed when Shinobu's out there doing her part.
Oh, I mean, are you sure?
Absolutely, we can handle it.
That would be extremely useful. We're starting to get behind schedule, and a couple extra pairs of hands could make all the difference.
No problem. We're happy to help. So you need us to find some music lovers and gather materials for decorating. Was that it?
Exactly. According to the original plan, we aim to finish everything in 5 days, and then the big party can begin.
Huh.
Actually, give me a second. I'll make you a checklist of all the outstanding tasks. That way it'll all be clearer. Oh, also, one other tidbit to share with you. Ito is planning to perform a song on stage on the final day of the event.
Ugh, typical bullchucker always has to be the center of attention.
Why don't you do a song too, Paimon?
Oh, Paimon would steal the show for sure. No one would give Ito a second look after that. Pretty sure he'd yell out, "Paimon's so rock and roll it hurts!" And then he'd run off the stage, bawling his eyes out.
Huh.
Those are some bold claims, Miss Paimon, but that kind of confidence would serve you well on the stage.
Ah, Paimon's just kidding. Anyway, we'll be ready for that checklist as soon as it's done, Mr. Dvorak.
Great. Feel free to take a look around. I'll bring it over in a few minutes.
Okay.
Well, well, well.
If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
Shikanoe and Hazo, it's been a while.
Wow, Shinobu and Hazo! What a surprise!
This truly is a pleasant surprise. Although, not that surprising, to be honest. I was just telling Miss Shinobu that I had a sneaking suspicion we might run into you.
Really now?
Doshin Shikanoin was talking about you constantly the whole way here. I guess the universe answered his prayers.
It's called intuition. Names pop into my head at relevant moments, just the way my mind works.
It's great to see you both.
Paimon sure wasn't expecting Hazo to be the first one to show up.
Boss nagged me to prioritize the Tenryo Commission invitations. He specifically requested Madame Kujo Sara and Doshin Shikanoin.
So, why isn't Sara here?
Almost certainly because she has no desire whatsoever to see Ito.
Fair point.
In her defense, here's what was written on the invitation letter. Kujo Tengu, come meet me at the top of the Sanganamiya Shrine. Let's go nuts and have a totally rock and roll sumo wrestling match.
Oh, good grief.
If I were Kujo Sara, I'd jump at the chance to throw Ito off the roof.
But then wouldn't Kokumi come and throw Sara off too? All that stomping around on her roof, the noise would drive her crazy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Madame Kujo Sara's response was much more magnanimous than mine would have been. She gave us a basket of lavender melons to bring as a gift.
Oh, really?
Magnanimous? I'm not so sure. Something tells me she's trying to send a message.
What message?
If that Oni brat wants to pick a fight with me, there will be plenty of lavender melons waiting for him at the police station.
Okay.
Maybe the fact you assume that says more about you than her. So what about the other basket of lavender melons, huh? Is that one from you? What message are you trying to send?
The other basket is actually from a few of us at the police station. I chipped in, and so did some other Doshin who've arrested Ito before, and so did some of Ito's former cellmates.
Oh, good grief.
So, I guess this basket of lavender melons is our way of saying, there'll always be a place for you here.
Uh-huh.
Maybe just give Boss the melons and don't mention that part.
Sure. Well, my work is done here, anyway. Now that I've delivered the lavender melons and said hello to the Traveler, I should probably get going.
Aren't you gonna stay for the event?
Yeah, I was thinking you would.
Don't worry, I'll definitely be back for the big party. But I have some business to attend to in Rito first.
Eesh, being a detective sounds busy. I got you running around all over the place. Oh, wait, Rito! Do you happen to know anything about a mystery Ninken that appeared during the war? Apparently a lot of people in Rito were talking about it.
Ah, the dog, yes? That was the inspiration behind this music festival, wasn't it? Shinobu told me all about it.
Oh, never mind. Paimon just thought a detective might have the inside scoop.
I'm only speculating here, but from experience, I'd say it's probably just a local legend. I doubt the dog even exists.
No, it definitely does.
What's wrong? From the look on your face, you've got a vested interest in this situation. Interesting. Well, since I'm going to Rito anyway, I can always ask around and see where it leads.
Are you sure it won't impact your work? How much do you charge for your services?
Don't be silly. If this matters to you, that's a good sign that it'll turn out to be something that interests me, too. Stay tuned for more info. See you all soon.
Okay, see ya.
Seems like Doshin Shikanoin's quite the lone wolf. Well, I'd better get back to delivering these invitations. Gotta make sure the big party's a success.
In that case, guess it's time for us to get to work too. Wonder how that checklist is coming along.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's that list for you. If you can work your way through all this, we'll be back on track.
Great! Perfect timing, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get on it right away!
Thank you. I'm very grateful for your help. If you feel like flexing your musical muscles to take a break at any point, just come and find me in the jam zone.
Okay. So that quest is completed. And we're moving on to the next part of this whole crazy thing. Ooh. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this. So these are the different songs that we can play. We've already done a timed event like this before in the past. Is that who I think it is? Okay, yeah, these are some characters that were added in Fontaine, along with some characters from other regions. Okay, what's this one about? Follow Dvorak's checklist by defeating specific monsters, collecting designated Tevat regional specialties, or using photo-taking function to take pictures of specific targets to obtain the corresponding venue decorations, and get Dvorak to decorate the venue and make it more complete. Okay. So defeat 3 types of ruin machines, defeat 2 types of primal constructs, defeat 3 types of clockwork mecha. And then photograph, okay. And then gather different types of things. Wow. This ought to be interesting as well. What about the meeting of melodies? Complete Twilight's Glow Nocturne first movement, second movement, third movement. Are these the different songs that you can play? Or is that something completely different? What about the venue decorations? So there's quite a bit to do with this event. Let me just go back for just a second. I'm trying to see what I'm supposed to do next for the actual quest part of it. I'm actually starting to think that the only thing that I can do are the side activities. So let's go ahead and get this started.
Would you like to practice some music?
And then as I do the side activities and stuff, if some new story happens, then great. So I'll have a go.
Great. Before you get started, you'll want to calibrate your instrument. Everyone's playing style is slightly different. Let me help you with that.
Okay, I remember this whole thing. And I think that's good enough. I'll have a go.
Great. I've been...
So we will start with this one, and hopefully I can complete the pro version right off the bat. Unlocked after reaching Dulcim on pro difficulty. Anyways, let's start immediately with pro. Okay, so I'm going to do very badly initially, but that's fine. I'll get used to it eventually. Oh, and he's using what is that? A trumpet? Ah. Whoops. Ah. Ah. I'm not very good at these types of games, so... Good grief. Ah, great. Missed out on a lot of points there. Ah. Ah, great. Ah, great. I imagine that I am going to get a bad score on this, but that's fine. As I get used to these... Oops. As I get used to these, I'll eventually figure it out. I think I've got to perform that again, yeah. One more time. And if I get it, then great. If not, then fine. It starts off pretty easy, but then it starts mixing in all the other ones. And then I get really confused. So far, I'm doing better than I was before, though. Probably because... Whoops. Ah. Whatever that was, it threw me off. Oops. Good grief. Whoops. Misread it. Whoops. Ah! I don't know if I'm doing better so far or not, because I don't dare look at the score that I have while this is going on. Whoops. 3,200. That is actually a lot better. And I got Dulcim. I think that's what I needed, right? To be able to unlock the next tier. Let me see. Select difficulty. Yeah, the one and Oni King. So let's go ahead and try that. Just out of curiosity. So far, not too bad. Okay, getting a little bit more complicated. I'm getting my controls mixed up. Ah. Whoops. Yeah, this one's a lot more complicated. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Yeah. Yep. Doing really badly here. Good grief. How do they expect people to keep up with all this? I mean, I suppose there are a lot of people out there that are good at these types of games. Oh my goodness. Ah, man. Yeah, I'm not doing very well at all, but that's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I got 30,500. Whatever that means. Okay, so I got a 50% completion rate despite how badly I did. That's how lenient they are with this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if there's any point in doing that, but at least it was fun. So let's go ahead and see what else there is to do, because I don't know if I want to do another song just yet. So let's figure out this stuff. What does search guide mean? Legends hold that these are war machines left behind by the now destroyed nation. They can be found throughout Teyvat. Okay. So let's open up the map and see where I need to go for these. It doesn't seem to specify where I need to go. That's weird. So primal constructs are these things. Clockwork mecha. So I have a feeling I know where each different types is. This one I believe is in Inazuma. This one is in Sumeru, and then this one is in Fontaine. Although this says it can be found throughout Teyvat, so I do know that there are some in Mondstadt as well of those. So let's go ahead and find some of those and beat them up very fast. There should be some in this area. In fact, I think I see one right over there. Yeah, right here. There's one down. Yeah, it even says it. Ruined Machines 1 out of 3 defeated. Oh, there's one right there on the beach. And there's number 2. And that looks like number 3 right over there. And there we go. So those are taken care of. The next on the list are the, well, I should check just to make sure. So, ruined machines, I mean. Now the primal constructs are next. And let's just make sure, yeah, they look like that. In the deserts of Sumeros. Let's go over there. Yeah, there's one. So that's 1 out of 2. And I have a feeling that they probably don't give you as many of these to fight because they're a little bit harder to find normally, but there were 2 right in the immediate area, so...
Take flight.
There we go. That's that done, I think. Although, I don't know, did it add it? Wait a second, that didn't add it? That's weird. That was definitely the same type as the previous one. Oh, maybe it has to be a different type of construct. That could explain why they did it, you know, it says only 2. I could try to fight this thing. Maybe that would count. I don't know if I've ever actually come here to fight this specific monster or not. So this ought to, yeah, I've never done that before. Kind of surprising, really. Anyways, here's hoping that it actually counts. This ought to finish it. Yep, that counted. Awesome. Too bad I can't claim that right now. You know what? Yes, I can. Go ahead and do that. And claim it. Cool. There we go. Good. So, the final one are the Clockwork Mecha. There should be plenty of those in Fontaine. So, here are some already. In fact, there are at least 2 different types. And I only need 3. And I'll be thorough and defeat the one that's right over here, just in case it's a different type. I really doubt it, though. It looks very similar to the previous one, yeah. So I've just got to find another one around here. They tend to gather around the water. That's why I came to this spot. Oh, there we go. The final one. I don't even have to fight the treasure hoarders. I'm going to go ahead and claim my prize and move on to the next thing. Whatever that may be. That was actually the fastest one yet. Well, I say fastest one yet, but that was the fastest one out of these 3. That should bring enough materials. Could you please bring them back to me? Yeah, I'll do that a little bit later. So now they want me to photograph 2 types of birds, 2 types of dogs, and 2 types of cats. That should be easy enough to do, I think. So I've just got to go back over to Mondstadt for the birds. Oh, there's a bird right there on the water. Well, I think I may have to equip a camera to do it. Let's go ahead and... Whoops. Maybe that's not going to count. Okay, how are you supposed to do this exactly? Oh, this is how. Okay. So there should be some ducks on the water over here. Yeah, a duck right there. Should be considered something different. So, there we go. That's the birds done. Now I just gotta find some dogs. And cats. I'm pretty sure that there should be a cat and a dog somewhere in here. Yeah, there's a dog. So let's go ahead and get the picture of that very fast. Cool. Why she got a musical note above her head? Weird. Oh, maybe the musical note is for the timed event that I'm currently doing. Anyways, here's a cat. So take a photo of that. Cool. There might be another cat around here. Yeah, this one right here. And there we go. So that's all the cats taken care of. I'm wondering, is there another dog around here? I may have to go to Inazuma to get another picture, you know, for dogs. Oh, you know what I should do? I just remembered something. First of all, let's claim these prizes, right? And then search guide. I don't know why I didn't think about search guide. Yes, okay, we can go to Fontaine for dogs. I didn't even think about that until just now. Cool. And there we go. Cool. So that one is done. And now I can claim the prizes there. And move on to the next thing on the list. Once we have these pictures, we can use them as raw material and start our work on the set. I'd be thankful if you could bring them back to me. Okay? So this one is a little bit more complicated. I know where to get Sango pearls. Star conches, I'm pretty sure they're here in Fontaine. Wait, no, they're on the beaches of Liyue, that's right. And then sweet flowers are everywhere. And there's a bunch of different types of plants throughout Mondstadt that could fulfill the conditions for that. So let's go ahead and collect all that stuff very fast. Here's 1, 2. Oh, I found a sweet flower. Cool. And 3 star conches. Awesome. Mint. That adds to the green leaves one. And this should count, yep, as the last green leaves that I need. So all I need are the 3 Sango pearls now, which are very, very easy to find. So here is 1 right here, and then 2 more right here. As I said, very easy to find. So let's claim the prize for that. And I think that's the last of those trillion trinket ones that I needed to do. That should be enough materials. Could you please bring them back to me? I will do that in a bit, probably, but let me see what this one is about. So, complete Twilight Glow's Nocturne First Movement. Where's the challenge at? Okay, yeah, these are in the towns. So, Yukio is who I need to talk to. Poultry skewer with barbecue sauce, salty grilled fish, kitsune rame. Dear customer, how would you like to try some native Inazuman snacks? We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. Did I hear you wrong? Is this a music festival or a food festival? Music and a serious formal musical exchange to boot. By the way, do you have any music you enjoy? We can play it for you right now. Oh, you're serious then? Well, I do have something in mind. I could try humming it for you. Could you try playing it then? Sure, I'll give it a go. Well then, this is quite the lovely surprise. Okay. We're gonna be doing some more music. Oh, this is a little bit different. During a meeting of melodies, you must choose the most suitable notes from a selection of notes to fit the empty spaces of a track to match the hummed melody of the original song. Oh no. I don't know what they want me to do exactly. So I'm supposed to select... I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about music. So this is going to be very, very weird. Oh no. I don't know. I guess I'll just throw in whatever and hope that it works. I don't know, play it. Oh, that's definitely wrong. That should probably be right. Probably. Oh, I get it. You're supposed to just match what it sounds like. Yeah, it should definitely be that one. Okay, I think it's this one. So, let's confirm the restoration. I don't know. Oh, I really, really hope that was it. Yeah, that took me a while, but... Wow, what a brilliant recreation. That said, even I have no clue what this song's called. Ha ha ha. A fox-eared customer of ours likes humming this one when she comes over for some ramen. She's one of our VIPs. Came around a few days ago, in fact. Or I wouldn't have remembered that song at all. I guess that tells you all you need to know about me and music, eh? If you're looking for a food stall, I'd recommend you look for Tomoki. That fellow's got a right adventurous spirit. Even if he isn't a fan of music, he should be interested nonetheless. So I just needed to actually do that, and then it gave me it. Good. We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. How did you know I like music? Well, to be truthful, that's where I get most of my creative ideas. Oh, then you must have music you really enjoy, right? We could play it for you. Oh, that's a song list you'd be looking at. If I had to pick one, it might be this traditional piece from Konda Village. That's where I started my culinary journey, in fact. Could you play the piece if I were to hum the tune for you? Sure, I'll give it a go. Thanks. Okay, so... we're doing this one again. Okay. I think it's that one. So let's confirm the restoration. That went a lot faster. If it's right, that is. But, yeah, about 2 minutes faster. Absolutely fantastic. If not for the way you dress, I'd have suspected you were from Konda Village yourself. It sounded just like the original. Alright, I've decided. I'm heading to this festival. Maybe immersing myself in the music there might give me some new ideas. I'll move my food stall over there. Not that my skills are the most impressive, but I'm sure I'll add to the atmosphere at least, eh? Cool. So the next person on the list is over here. We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. How strange. No one's ever invited me to go to attend such an event before. Well, that's why we're here. Hehe. You must have music you really love, right, Aoi? We could play it for you. We're serious musicians. I don't know about serious, Paimon. Music, you say? Well, there is that one I heard a long while back. I was your height when I last heard it, I believe. I remember bits and pieces of it, but could you play it for me all the same? Sure, I'll give it a go. Thank you. I recognize this. That's the theme that plays whenever you start trying to get into the game. I believe that's correct. So here's hoping that I didn't mess up. Yay! Ah, lovely. It seems you're quite the dab hand at making others' wishes come true. It's been almost 20 years since I last heard this tune. It was a boy in the neighborhood who played it for me. His wish was to travel and see the outside world. It's just a shame that I couldn't have been the one to help him. Huh. Well, would you look at that? I've strayed from the topic. I'm afraid I can't help you with this music festival. Tsukumomono, groceries, can't do without me right now. Still, I'm glad to have heard this once more. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and claim the prizes for that group. There we go. And the next group of characters are in Mondstadt, I think. Evening Breeze Serenade, first movement. So let's go to the challenge. No, wait, these are all in Liyue, okay. We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. A music festival, you say? Thank you. I do confess to being in the habit of collecting radiant spin crystals. Oh, then you must have music you really enjoy, right? We could play it for you. We're serious musical types. Oh, really? Well, there is this one tune. What say I hum it for you, and you play it for me in turn? Sure, I'll give it a go. Thanks for your trouble. Okay. That sounds familiar. I'm fairly sure that that's it, but... some of these are tricky, for sure. Good. Ah, now that brings back memories. It reminds me of how when I was young, I would wake up very early to attend calligraphy classes at my teacher's place. It was so early that it was still dark out, and it was terribly frightening. Fortunately, I would pass by the house of an old granny, and I could often hear the song drifting out from her home. It would give me a sense of peace. That dear old lady probably isn't with us anymore, but I've also grown. And I'm no longer as afraid of the dark. Ha ha ha. In any case, I've given it some serious consideration, and while I'd love to agree, it's going to be tough finding someone to watch a time-honored store like ours on such a short notice. So let me recommend someone else to you who might be able to attend. Shigu Antiques boss, Lin Ling. She doesn't even open in the daytime, and you can either find her sleeping or wandering the streets. I'd reckon she'd have the free time to help. Regardless, thank you so much for letting me hear that song again. I hope your musical venture goes well. Okay, so the next person is right next door. We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. An invitation? As in a date? No, this is about a musical exchange. By the way, do you have any songs that you like? We can play them for you, just to show you we're legit, you know? I see. Well, I do have something in mind. I'll hum and you'll play. How does that sound? Sure, I'll give it a go. I'm listening. Okay. Yep, definitely recognize that. It seems a fair bit longer, but let's give it a go. Definitely this one. And I believe that's it. Unfortunately, my hearing is sometimes a little bit messed up, so I have to like repeatedly listen to it over and over again just to get like an idea of, you know, I'm hearing it correctly. But yeah, that's definitely it. My dear guest, it would be no exaggeration to compare your performance to an adeptal hymn. When I was just starting in this line of work, I went to Minlin to purchase some ancient jade. On the way there, I heard music coming from Qingyun Peak. I was so enraptured that I wondered if it might be the music of the Adepti themselves, you know? Haha. Thank you. I thought I'd never get the opportunity to hear it again. As for the music festival, I must say that I wouldn't call myself any kind of music enthusiast. I simply happen to like this tune. So forgive me if I must decline. But would you allow me to slip from my lips this tidbit of gossip? I believe Mingxing Jewelry's boss, Xing Qi, is a closet fan of music. Perhaps you could ask her. Last but not least, I wish you the best of luck with your festival. So they're both recommending each other. That's funny. Anyways, the last person is all the way over here. We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. A music festival, you say? You know, I actually met my husband because of a song. Quite the coincidence, eh? Oh, which song was it? Bet we can play it for you. We're super serious about music. Oh, in that case, could you play If I Were to Hum the Tune? Sure, I'll give it a go. Haha, how exciting. This may actually be really bad for me. Well, it's saying I completed it, so that's all that matters. What a wonderfully nostalgic feeling. I was immediately reminded of my studies in Fontaine. I would often go to cafes in Vasari Passage to read, and when I heard the song one day, I asked the barista what it was called. They didn't know, but a large fellow having some cake nearby told me it was named Le Souvenir avec le Crépuscule. I wish I knew how to say that. And yeah, later on, he became my husband. He was at the cafe meeting with his friends from a literary club back then. Ah, how nostalgic. We were all so young. Alright, your music festival. I fear I shan't be able to attend, but if needed, I can get my husband to go. He's been fiddling with some old books that haven't been selling well all day, and I haven't been able to dissuade him from doing so. But I'm sure such cultural exchanges would interest him. I'll ask him to bring some souvenirs along that he can give out to boot. Cool. And claim all 3 of these. And I just realized something. It says right below Twilight's Glow Nocturne, there's a little bit of text there. Alright, I've decided. I'm heading to the festival. Maybe immersing myself in music there might give me some new ideas. Okay. And then there's this one. A music festival, huh? I've got other obligations, so I may not make it. But I've decided to send my husband to support you. Then there's this one. Let's go ahead and go all the way over to Mondstadt to do this. We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. Haha, you come in with an invitation. What's the occasion? Has Master D-Luke decided to give me the day off? No, this is about a musical exchange taking place in Inazuma. If there's a song you'd like, we can play it for you right now. A song I like, you say? I do remember head housemaid Adeline hosting several small family concerts at Dawn Winery. They played a song at those gatherings that I do quite like. I'll do my best to hum it for you. Mind playing a song after that? Sure, I'll give it a go. In that case, do excuse my amateurness. That should be correct. I wonder, I haven't messed up even once so far. At least as far as I know. So I wonder if it would even actually play the song like it is right now if I actually messed up. I mean, so far I've been pretty lucky. Very impressive. In fact, I should recommend to Adeline that you be commissioned to play at the next such family event. As for your invitation, to be honest, I was just about ready to agree the moment you finished your performance. But I'm not sure I'd want to ask Master D-Luke for a day off over something this trivial. After all, he'd agree without hesitation. How about this then? I'll send you a token of support for your festival. Will that do? So, you'll be sending us several crates of wine? Haha, I doubt everyone who'll be attending the festival will be of drinking age. As such, I'll give you some decorative banners instead. We've got them stocked in the winery house, and I believe they'll come in quite handy. don't worry. You won't have to go fetch them yourselves. I'll have some of our traders deliver it directly. Just consider it the angel's share. Alright, cool. So now I've got to go do the next one. We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. A music festival? Didn't we just hold the Windbloom Festival? This one's taking place in Inazuma, Marjorie, and it's a serious musical exchange. If you've got any tunes you like, we could play it for you right here now. Let me think. Well, I don't remember this one's name, but could you play it if I were to just hum the tune? Sure, I'll give it a go. Oh, that'd be grand. Yeah, definitely this one. So let's confirm. Cool. So that challenge is complete. And this tune is so gentle, just the way I remember it. My dad used to play this one for me on his harmonica while we were on the way back from Springvale. He said that this tune represented Springvale itself, and that's where Dad's dad grew up. Shame that my grandfather would pass before I was ever born. Thanks for playing that music. You know what? I've decided that I should spend a bit more time with my dad. He's an adventurer, so he tends to spend time out on the field. Or in the field. So, if you don't mind, I might have to give this festival a pass, but if there's another opportunity, I'll come. And drag him along as well. Okay. We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. Is there a music event going on in the city? I'm only familiar with flowers, though not music. Nah, this one's taking place in Inazuma, and it's totally fine if you don't know much about music. You just need to enjoy it. If there's a tune you like, we could play it for you right now, you know? Well, I do have something in mind. Its name escapes me, but I can hum the tune at least. Will that do? Sure, I'll give it a go. Nice! Woohoo! Will this be the toughest one yet? Well, it's actually fairly short. Yeah, that should be it. That's from Sumeru. I spent enough time there to recognize it. Anyways. Oh, you're great. This is even better than when Mr. Saeed plays it. He performed this one for us last Windbloom Festival, saying that it was the traditional song from Sumeru. Donna said it sounded terrible compared to Master Delix playing, though. Well, I've made up my mind. The flowers need care every day, and Inazuma's pretty far away, so I'm afraid I can't go. Thanks for the music, though. It was lovely. On that note, I'll offer you a special price if you need flowers for the festival. Huh. So, claim, and claim. Cool. A wonderful music. Allow me to gift you some decorative banners. Think of it as Angel Share. Or the Angel Share, rather. And then there's the decoration thingy right here. Yeah, I can go over to him and submit all of these now for prizes. Let me see something else very fast, though. Fervor Favors. I can claim that and that. But I've still got some more tickets to claim before I can finish that. What's this about? Unlocked once the venue is ready. So once I deliver all those decorations, I'll be able to get the next part of the story for this timed event. So that's cool. Anyways, this is actually where I'm going to be stopping for now, so thank you very much for watching. The next time I play, I will be making more progress on this. I was going to do some wind trace in this video, but I ended up doing so much of the side activities in this one. You know, I completed these 2 side activities completely, that I feel like now is a good time to stop. And then in the next video, I might actually start off the next video with this. We'll see. It depends on how I feel. So, anyways, yeah. Thanks again. See you next time, and bye-bye.